everyone, and thanks for joining me. Today we're going to take this really fun tote bag from Heat Transfer Warehouse and turn it into a one-of-a-kind monogrammed tote bag. This is such a great size tote bag. I needed something to carry my shoes back and forth to the office. I live in northern Indiana and we are full of snow and salt. So a lot of us wear boots to work and then we switch our shoes when we get there. So I needed something to tote my shoes back and forth. This is a great size. This is really, really large. You could use books in here. You could put your office supplies. You could use this for an overnight tote. You could use this for your kids to go back and forth to school, carry your books, whatever you need. This is a great size tote bag, and adding this just very, very simple monogram, just a simple initial, really elevates it. So I think it's very classy and very cute. So let's take a look at how we're going to personalize this. I'm going to use the Brother PR1055X. If you have a single needle machine, you can do the exact same thing. I did a 5-inch monogram, but like I said, if you have a single needle and you can monogram up to 5 inches, or you could do something smaller and maybe put a whole name on here. It's so versatile. You can do what you want to do, make it your own, and personalize it any way you like. I think it's a really very, very practical and versatile project. So let's get started. All right, so I've gathered my supplies. I have my printout of my design. I did this in 5 inches. I have a ruler, I have my adhesive spray, I have a piece of tearaway, and I have my 7.25 inch mighty hoop. So the first thing I'm going to do is figure out where my placement's going to be, and I want this to be about centered between the bottom of the straps and this. So what I'm going to do is use my ruler first of all and determine where center is. So this is 17, so I'm going to go 8.5. That's my center mark. And then let's see. It's like an inch from the straps and an inch there. That looks about right. So this is going to be my vertical. And what I'm going to do is use this ruler and line it up with the straight line on this pink to white seam right here so that I know that I'm marking straight. I'm going to go this way. And again, I know that that was at 8.5. So here is my vertical center. So that's what we're shooting for. So if I line this up exactly on the circle, it's going to be about right there, and that looks perfect to me. So the next thing I'm going to do is take my tearaway. I'm going to spray just a little bit of this 505 temporary adhesive just towards the middle. I don't need a ton. I'm going to stick that on the inside of the bag on the back of this side, which I'm considering my front. There are snaps in here. You want to make sure that your straps are out of the way and that there aren't any zippers on the inside. That's what makes this bag really easy to embroider. There aren't any inside zippers, so I'm going to put that in there so that the backing is on. I'm going to put the inside of my mighty hoop inside. I'm going to face the tab down. I'll put it in this way. Again, I'm just going to kind of center my hoop. Kind of eyeballing it, making sure that the stabilizer is on top and nice and flat. Make sure my hoop is straight. And just like that, we are hooped. Doesn't look exactly straight, so I'm going to see if I can move it up a little bit. We'll go for it one more time. There we go. Looks good. Make sure my design is going to fit. We should be just fine. So let's go over to the machine. All right, so here we are at the machine. We're going to go find our design by clicking on the USB button. Here is my design, the 5-inch L. And I'm going to click set. Don't need to rotate it. It's going to be perfect the way it is. So I'm going to hit edit end. All right, so now we need to center it on the machine. So I'm going to hit the camera. It's going to tell me it's going to move. It's going to scan my frame. And there you can see it. So I want to get the center of the X right there where the center of my design is. And I can do that with the pencil, or I can use the arrows. So let's see. So now I have that crosshair right there on my crosshair. So I know that that is exactly where I want it. So now what we're going to do is trace it. So I'm going to hit trace. Checking, make sure it's not going to hit the frame. Everything looks perfect. So that looks perfect. I'm going to click embroidery. I'm going to double check, make sure it's on the right needle. It is. It's saying needle number 5 is my deep rose. It is. If it isn't, I would have clicked this button and I could change it to whatever number I want, but it is exactly the way I want it. So all that's left to do is hit start. And just like that, it is done. We'll take it over to the iron to get rid of the pilot friction pin. So you can see with the use of a hot iron, the pin magically disappears. All that's left to do is to remove my tearaway from the inside. Perfection. I do have everything linked in the description below the video, including the tote bag and the font used. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to click that bell so that you're notified every time there's a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, never stop making. See ya. Bye-bye.